Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Ethereum. The price has reacted now a second time to our micro support region. I'm actually not sure if we talked about this in the last video, this support area. I don't think so, actually. I think it was a micro support area I communicated only on Discord. Just like updates between videos, because I can't always make a video if something is happening on the chart. But just want to explain to you, in case you don't know this support area yet, that obviously Ethereum is in a range, okay? Consolidating just below the breakout point, which is the green line at $2,740. We had an attempted breakout that was not a decisive or sustained break. Rather, the price reached the next fib level, which is highlighted here on the chart, exactly, got rejected. Fell back into support. It could very much try again. Support has not failed, you know, or support has not failed yet. Basically, not much happened. I mean, we tried to break out, got, rejected, but the setup is still valid, the 1-2 setup on the micro level, because we haven't broken support. So, but what you know about, if you watched the last video, is this sideways range and the triangle pattern we've been tracking. Wave A, wave B, wave C, wave D, wave E. Yep, it's an ugly triangle, and 100% this structure can be counted in different ways. But still, I saw a micro 5-wave move up there yesterday, talked about that, and then a pullback into micro support between $2,555 and $2,633. Support area did hold. We've seen a reaction, but only in 3 waves. And now we have a 3-wave pullback back into support. Might go a little lower, but as long as we're holding this support area, I can see this still as a 1-2 setup, just with an overshooting B wave. These patterns are so-called flat corrections, like an expanded flat, like with an overshooting B wave. And if the C wave ends below A, that's technically called an expanded flat. So just explaining that so that you understand this is a standard Elliott wave pattern. Nothing unusual about an overshooting B wave can happen. It's even quite bullish. At the same time, an overshooting B wave can indicate a failed breakout. Well, it was a failed breakout. We haven't succeeded, at least not yet, but support is still holding. So falling back into support just means that for now the price has, is not ready yet to really break out, but it also means the setup is still valid as long as we're holding above the $2,555 level. And I mean, this is not an invalidation point. You might know that. 2,555 is not invalidation. That's the 78.6 retracement. Below that level, the invalidation point is the low of the triangle, the end of the triangle, the E wave at 2,515. So for now, I'm watching if the bulls can generate an upside response from here. Could take the price in a 3rd wave higher, in the 4th wave and the 5th wave. And you can see how relevant these Fibonacci levels are, because the price reacted exactly to the 161.8 extension. So the next upside resistance would be at 2,911 and then $3,093. Let's see if the price can actually get there. However, if we get a decisive break below $2,555, then I mean, it would just mean we're falling back into the range. We would then have to see, okay, was it a B wave top? Is a more substantial top in? And are we breaking down and reach this main support area on the chart, or do we simply reset the 4th wave a little lower? Because the market could easily try again. Yeah, the market could easily try again, find support in the range and build a new setup. I mean, for now, this is simply a setup, a 1-2 setup. There's no guarantee that we will actually follow through. But the advantage of these setups is we have a local uptrend, clearly. There's a local uptrend from the 18th of May low. And we have a pullback into a defined set of parameters, into a defined support area that allows us very well to understand the risk of the current setup. That's the real advantage, the real benefit. Yeah, that's how I see Ethereum at the moment. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.